Mid-month book bash. Yoo! So I was supposed to get off work, or I theoretically should have been able to get off work like 4 hours ago, and then just things kept happening. So I'm off of work now. It is about 4 p.m. And other words were gonna come out of my mouth, but I don't remember what they are. So that's how it is.
At dusk, probably around 8 p.m.
That's not what's happening. Why can't I zoom? Well, who's surprised? It is 1 o'clock on Saturday, and I haven't read anything yet. Yesterday, we watched Dirty Dancing. I had some wine. Things happened. So I'm going to keep reading to 666 because it is the thing that I am reading currently that is giving me the most joy. I have a lot of other reading to do and catching up to do because I have read nothing so far this month. I've only DNF'd one book and I haven't read anything. It's really, really bad. I don't know why. I was really hopeful this month I would not be in the same exact position again. I'm kind of also wondering if this is going to keep happening until after my wedding. Because I think part of the problem too is that I don't know about you guys, but the only other time I can really think that this is a thing was when my dad was in the hospital, and I went, and basically all I was doing was spending time with him in the hospital. But there's only so much time that you can be with a person at a time. So I was like, oh, I'll just bring a bunch of books so I can, read when I go. I'm going to be by myself. So I'm going to I'll read in the room while he's sleeping, or I'll read when I'm by myself in the cafeteria. Cause I was literally by myself with my dad. Or I went by myself to visit with my dad. And again, there's only so much time that you can spend with a person, especially a parent. No offense, Mom, I love you. And I could not read the words. I had so much time in which I could read, but the words were not going inside my brain because I had so much anxiety about what was going on. And so it just was difficult to physically, it was difficult for me to read. And I'm wondering if that's kind of what's happening now. I have a lot of stuff going on at work. I don't even want to talk about it. It's actually it's really, really bad and stressful. It's not bad. Everything is fine, but there's a lot of changes that are happening, and we just got really, really slammed and busy. So we have 4 new patients that we've been seeing, or 3 new patients that we started seeing this last week, and 1 new patient that we're seeing next week. And then we're implementing this whole electronic system, and I'm just so stressed about it. And then I'm also stressed about our wedding because I haven't done anything. Anyways, this is a reading vlog. The point is that I'm wondering if that's why I'm having difficulty reading, and I'm wondering if it's just going to keep getting worse and worse. Because the last 2 months, well, I guess just I don't know. It doesn't even feel like I've been reading that much at all. So whatever. I'm hoping that this will get me out of my stupor because I literally, I love it so much. It is, I wish I could describe what it is about it, but it's so good. I love it. All right, so I just walked to the grocery store to get food to make dinner. I have read very little. I'm at page 75. I downloaded this new budgeting system, and I spent 2 hours budgeting this morning and figuring out my finances, which is so much fun. I am, a spreadsheet, statistics, organizing kind of nerd. I feel that's probably pretty obvious at this point, but it was very fun for me. I definitely need to work on some things, but that's okay. Things come with time and patience. But yeah, so I've got my groceries in my backpack. I bought this cute little hard seltzer, a mango hard seltzer. I'll show it to you guys when I get home. It's got a cat on it. I tried another I tried the same brand, but the pina colada one, and this is the mango one. So I'm very excited. And yeah, I'm gonna make a chicken curry for dinner. So, you know, gotta make something. So it is so late. I haven't started cooking yet. It's like 7:30. But this is the isn't it amazing? This is the seltzer, the hard seltzer. So it's a mango hard seltzer. Things for your head. Yeah, super good. I might like the pina colada one a little bit better, but it's good. I approve. Thank goodness, because I bought 4. It's a pack of 4. Boop, boop. This is what I am making from the one pan, 2 plates. Cute peek. Yes. All right, so it's super good, but it's super late, and I'm disappointed that I'm eating so late. Hey guys, I don't remember if I updated you yesterday. I'm barely into this. I'm 85 pages in. My goal for today, because I feel like part of the problem is, excuse me, that this is like super, super dense. So I have also started this book, Cantoras, which is like way easier to read by like a lot. It is, yeah, not nearly as dense. Although the material is definitely heavier. Like technically the content of this book is heavier, I think, than the content of this book, but this book is just so juicy. So my goal is going to be for the rest of the day to finish part 1 of this book, at least to just finish part 1. And then I have one poetry magazine that I'd like to read, and then I'd like to work on this as much as my goal probably is going to be to read like 3 hours worth of this book. And then I feel like in order to get to finish part 1, I'm probably gonna have to read this book for at least another 2.5 hours as well. And then the poetry magazine won't take that long. So I need to at least finish one thing. I haven't finished a ding dang thing, which I feel like I said already, but it's because I like chose to start with 2, 6, 6, 6. Well, I guess, yeah, it's fine. It's just a little disappointing when you're like, yeah, I'm gonna read a book a day, and then it's the 12th and you haven't even finished not one thing. I just got my first PSL of the season from my local shop, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna Google pumpkin spice mixtures, because there has to be a recipe for that on the internet somewhere. Like, why am I forcing myself to go spend money when I could just do it at home? You know what I'm saying? I'll update you later if I actually do that, but we all know that I'm a lot of talk and not a lot of action. Ooh. Hey guys, so I did not finish part 1, but I am literally so close. Where did my book go? I'm gonna say like 6 pages away from being done with part 1. So I'm waiting Jake to bring home dinner, which is gonna be some trashy trash, but that's okay. And here's the problem, is that I was hyping this book up so much to him that he got the audiobook of it from the library, and now I think he's gonna finish before me. So that's kind of like grinding my gears a little bit. Again, almost done with part 1. I do feel vaguely proud of how much I read of this yesterday, but not really, because I should be like almost done with it. I should be done with it, I think, at this point, if I was like on schedule. So yeah, but now that he is listening to it and he's almost caught up to me and he's been listening to it for like a day, I'm also, ignore the fact that I haven't changed my calendar to September. I'll go do that later. So yeah, we'll see. I'm just probably not going to finish before him and then just be really irritated with him for doing that. But I just cannot listen to audiobooks. I'm really impressed with him that he can do that. I can't at all. I mean, I can a little bit, but you know, in one ear, out the other. And this book is too good to abuse that way. You know, I want to savor each page. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I've been acting weirder than usual lately. I don't know why. Hey, so I just spent too long editing a book haul that is of ridiculous proportions. It's over 30 minutes long. The problem is that I talk too much. I just yappity yap. So that's how I spent most of my evening. I did finish section 1 of 2666, thank God, because there was like 6 pages left, so that would have been embarrassing if I didn't do that. And instead of reading the poetry magazine and trying to read Cantoras, which is gonna, you know, take me really no time to finish, instead, I've decided to start part 2 of this book because I just can't get enough. So my only like issue and problem is that I was so invested and so in on the characters in the first section. Like I was so into them. You know, that elitist, snarky, you know, maybe not snarky, but just that elitist vibe that specific type of like critic / professor has, and just how like brilliant they think they are. That's my jam, okay? That's like my favorite type of person to read about, is like an intellectual, because intellectuals like think they just think that they're the best. And I find it funny. Also, I'm looking at my cat right now and I'm realizing there's not enough cat footage, so I might just record a little bit of Kitty before I wrap this vlog up. It is almost, it's almost 10 o'clock at night. It's 9:30. And I would like to get into bed soon. But yeah, this is kind of a boring reading vlog because I'm just reading the same book and I'm not even talking about the book. I'm just talking about how I'm not reading the book. So, but yeah, I'm on page 181. So that's not terrible. I don't remember what page I was at when mid-month book bash started. I definitely did not read to my heart's content, to my goals. I did not do it. I don't really have an excuse other than I worked Friday and Monday, which isn't really that much of an excuse. I think I'm going to roll this readathon into tomorrow though, because tomorrow I just have some like new computer training that I do really need to work on. But thinking about it makes me feel sick to my stomach. So I think I'm going to cheat and roll into Tuesday, especially since I did not get that much reading done. And like, I'm just going to aim to read for 4 hours tomorrow. But yeah, so I'll show you guys some kitty footage, hopefully. And maybe I'll finish, maybe I'm not going to finish anything. I don't know who I'm kidding at this point, you know? Laverne, baby. Hi. Baby. Are you desperate? Okay. Hey guys, so it's Tuesday, it's 11. I should be working. Don't tell my mom. Just kidding. Basically what I have to do today for work is, obviously I'm not doing a procedure because I'm at home. We have like a new, I think I might have mentioned this, but we have a new electronic system that's implementing at my work on Monday. And so I should be like practicing in the test environment and like familiarizing myself with it because I'm going to be tested on it in 2 days. And obviously I have to pass because if not, there's no other option. So I feel like pretty confident though, because I think that that's plenty of time. Like I can work on and off all day if I want to. But I did want to get some reading done today. So I was like, oh, let me, start my poetry magazine from January 2020 before the end times. That's so weird. Like consuming content that was created before, everything that's happened. But anyways, so yeah, it's really interesting because I feel like poetry is so hit and miss. And I feel like, I've probably said this a million times and I'm sure other people have said it a bunch too, but it's different from like, a book. Like if you're reading a book, there's the writing style, there's the subject matter, there's, maybe there's like certain things stylistically that people like or don't like if there's punctuation or not, if there's no paragraph breaks, if there's no chapter breaks, if it's written in past tense or present tense, first person, third person, second person, whatever. There's things about it that would make a person like or dislike a book, but I feel like regardless, you would still understand the book. Like books are straightforward, or, by books, I mean novels or nonfiction, anything that's, written not in poetry, basically, or I guess a play too is kind of hard to read. But with poetry, I feel like it's really, really difficult because it's more like you're reading someone's emotion. And so kind of like if you're having a conversation with someone, or especially if you're having a conversation via text where just because you are expressing something doesn't mean the other person is going to read into it the way that you're saying it, if that makes any sense. So like I can say, hey, I think you're really, really great. But then you might hear, hey, I think you're really, really great. Like, blah, 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 whatever. Sorry, I just got an email. So I just think it's really interesting because yeah, poetry to me is just so much more confusing. And there are some poems and some types of, sorry, I just got a notification while I was recording this. So yeah, there was one poem that I just, it's super long and I started reading it and it's just like, I mean, all I see are words. Like I don't see any meaning to this at all. So I'm just going to move on to the next one. And I'm not going to say, what it is because I don't want to be, I feel more bad like talking trash on people that are like, trying to get published than I do, people who have published books that I think are not deserving of all of the hype that they're getting. But also because it's not really like, the problem isn't with the poem. The problem is that my brain can't interpret or read the poem in any way, shape, or form. Like regardless of how it was meant to be written, I am not gaining any meaning or substance or anything from it. And I don't think that I ever would. Like if I reread this in 10 years, I don't think that I would get any meaning from it then either. There's a lot of times that I read poems like the Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz, I think. And then like the Vietnamese poems that I read recently where I feel like, which I guess I filmed my review, but I haven't posted it yet, where I feel like the poems, I can sense that there's something in them that I might gain from in the future, just not right now. So like I do value them in a certain, at a certain extent, but there's something about this, especially when you're like going through so many and like you're reading so many, there's just like no point, especially, life is too short. I do feel really bad, but it is interesting going through, and I do have a Word document that I keep where I type in the names of people from like literary magazines or anthologies or, journals, whatever, where I write down their names so that I can make sure to like check out their work, their like fully published work, not just a little snippet in a magazine. So I do that, but I don't know. I'm just like having this like interesting moment right now where I've decided that I'm just not going to read this poem at all because after reading 2 paragraphs of it, it's literally just words that I'm not gaining anything from it. And so what is the point of reading something if you're not like getting anything? You know what I'm saying? It's not like TV where you can just have it on in the background and it doesn't matter. I have to actively work to put this book inside my brain and I just don't want to do that. So anyways, this was a really long clip. I apologize, but I just like got on a weird tangent thing. Hey guys, I'm realizing that I didn't like wrap this vlog up yesterday. I basically stopped reading yesterday. I forget what happened. Well, first of all, my friend gave me her password to the dreaded evil company because I refused to give them cash, but she said that there's this show, Lulo. I don't really know. But anyways, I want to watch this documentary, so she gave me her password, thankfully. And it is insane. So Jake and I watched the first episode last night, and we're going to probably watch another one tonight, although I do want to watch Grey's Anatomy. Anyways, you really don't need to know every single detail about my life, do you? Probably not. So yeah, I don't know like what my totals were, but I'm gonna guess I probably read for like less than 5 hours, and I probably read like less than 150 pages. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Maybe I'll get wild and do math while I'm editing this video, but I doubt it because I have like lots of stuff to do. And I would rather read, than like count minutes. Although I do use that Bookly app, so really it's not that much math that I have to do. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is that I didn't get as much reading as I wanted to get done, but there's always next time. If you participated, let me know in the comments down below. And like, if you met your goals or whatever, give me some inspiration, please. I'll talk to you guys another day. Bye.